Okay, before we get into our campaign playbook, the offers that you're going to be utilizing, I want to give you some quick tips to make sure that your campaigns are effective. So let's go ahead and jump into it. The very first thing is going to be the segmentation. Now, what is segmentation? Say you have an email list. Let's just say it's 100,000 people. That's the full pie. Now, a segment of that is going to be just a very specific slice of that pie that you are going to be using whenever you are creating your campaigns. This is the who of who you are sending to. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about the segment specifications, the rules that you're going to apply to determine who is in that slice. And then I'm going to be showing you real quick how to actually get that set up. So this is our segment creation guideline. These are all the specifications that you're going to be implementing into your segments. You could go ahead and pause this real quick so that you could just utilize this on your store. The only thing that is going to be different on our segments is going to be the days. So 15, 30, 60, 90. So we'll open up that window a little bit more in order to get more people inside of that segment. And we'll close that window a little bit more to kind of make it a little bit more narrow. So what are all of the specifications? Let's cover them real quick. Opened email in the last 15 days, placed order in the last 15 days, checkout started, active on site, viewed product within 15 days. Those are all the positive attributes that somebody would have if they are on this list. Now, here's all the negative attributes that we filter out. Unsubscribed 0 times. Marked email as spam 0 times. Bounced email, this is basically you send an email, it comes back to you, is less than 2 overall time. Placed order 0 times in the last 7 days. If they place an order, we're already sending them emails. We don't want to send them more. And then person is not suppressed for email. That is the overall setup. Like I said, the only thing we're going to change is that window of when these positive attributes were. And as the window opens, there's more and more people on the list. As the window closes, there's less people on that segment. Now, what we are going to do is we're going to use this as a toggle to go through and either increase the amount of people that we are sending to or decrease depending on the open rate. So if lower than 20% on your campaigns, decrease the segment size. Say you just sent to 90-day window and the open rate was 6%. That's awful. That's not good. Go through and send the next one to 60%. Now, if it's higher than 30%, increase the segment size. So if you sent it to the last 15 days engaged and the open rate was crazy, it was 45, 50%. Well, that's great open rate, but you're not sending to as many people as you probably could. And so what we're going to do is we're going to actually open up that window a little bit and send to some additional people. So where are you going to actually build this out? You're going to go to Klaviyo. You're going to go to list and segments. You're going to press create segment. And then you're just going to go through and add all the specifications that I said here. Pretty basic, nothing too crazy. Now, the next thing is going to be how to run a spam test. The reason we run spam tests is because deliverability is one of the most important things that you could focus on for your email. Deliverability is basically just saying, are your emails going to the main inbox where people are actually going to see them, or are they hitting the promotions, or even worse, the spam box? And the reason that can occur is you just build up too many negative votes with Gmail, Yahoo, AOL. And so in order to make sure that you aren't in spam, there's a really easy way that you could test this. There's a lot of spam testers out there. There's one that we prefer called glockapps.com. I think it's like $10 or something. It's pretty cheap. What you'll do is you'll head on over to glockapps.com. You'll basically sign up. They'll give you a list of emails that they own that you're going to send to. You're going to download that list, upload it to Klaviyo, and then you're going to send your last campaign to that list. That will give you a full spam test on whether or not your domain is good or whether it's, maybe hurting a little bit. And it'll also give you some advice on how to do this. Now, whenever we're running our segments, the reason that we're aiming for that open rate is to build up a lot of positive votes with Gmail, with Yahoo, with AOL, to make sure that we aren't ending up in spam, that we aren't ending up in the promotions tab over the long run. That's why we're building these segments. That's why we pay attention besides just the performance and how many sales we're getting. So those are the 2 quick tips that we need in order to get started with our campaigns. Without any further ado, let's jump into the playbook and actually show you some emails that you could utilize to start scaling your store today.